Hello everybody, I'm Manakyn. Welcome to the stream. I am so sorry I am late. It's been one of those days. I had to stand in line at the grocery store for like 20 minutes because apparently everyone was buying groceries at 2:30 on a Thursday. So it's like, that's something. And then after that, I went home and I realized that my garbage was really bad. One thing I hate about cooking vegetables is that when you throw away the waste parts, like the stems of bell peppers and all that, they start to rot and it starts to smell really bad, and then flies get in, and then you're all like, okay, well, why did I even bother cooking? And that's one of the reasons why I hate cooking. But you know what? It's okay. I threw out my garbage, I bought my groceries, and now I'm here playing a game called Junpei Has No Brain. How are you guys doing today? Let's see what everyone has to say. Randy says 9 hours, they said. 9 persons, they said. Do you know? They also said 9 doors. 9 doors? More likely than you think. Well, we know now that there were 10 doors. Ripper. Thanks, Minecraft Master. Also, welcome, Minecraft Master. It's been a while. Will says hi. Hello, Will. Oh, can you guys tell that I am freaking exhausted? Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens when you, have to stand in line at the grocery store. This hair is just like, here. Why are you... Stuck overtime at work. Oh, dang, that sucks. I hope you're doing okay. Well, I hope they're paying you extra, maybe like 1.5 per hour for that overtime. I'm just saying, hopefully. The boomer's legs. I am not a boomer. Okay, I'm dangerously close to becoming a boomer because of how much I hate the young people, but I'm not a boomer yet. Today's the 5th anniversary of Doki Doki. Happy birthday, Sayori! Yes, you guys know my favorite character is Sayori. In fact, for Halloween, I even dressed up as Sayori. Okay, anyway, let's play some 999. We love Yuri. There's only people who hate themselves love Yuri. Wait, okay, that fits you kind of, Minecraft Master. Okay, so last we left off, we were going down the second ending, which we found out that Ace is gonna kill Lotus because Lotus punched him in the face. And we also found out that Ace really isn't much of a Japanese man at all. Let's see what happens. It felt shut. In the blink of an eye, they were gone. Yeah, and Clover is dead, unfortunately. Damn it! As soon as Ace and Lotus were gone, Junpei and the others leapt for the door in pursuit of Ace. But as Junpei laid his hand on the doorknob... Can we just kill June? It's like she's clearly not healthy. She's not helping the game at all. Just kill her. Just kill her and be done with it. It's like, it's not that hard. Hey, how's it going, Kiyoma? There was a noise behind him. He looked over his shoulder. Santa's face looks so serious. He's like, I will protect you. Also, his hands are massive. Do you guys see this? 4 of his fingers are literally all of June's ribcage. Look at this. His hands are freaking ginormous. That's her entire rib cage. Hey, June, what happened? Are you all right? Ho, ho, ho! Santa ran to June and wrapped his arm around her before she could collapse all the way. Jesus! Hey, that's the person who my holiday is based off of. What up, Jesus? Hello, Santa. You're burning up. Your fever's back. Are you okay? June's fever had returned, again, for no apparent reason. Well, for no apparent reason. No, the reason is she's sick. Also, I live kind of close to a military base, and they've been doing, like, flight tests all day, so if you hear, like, whoosh, sorry about that. That's an airplane flying by. Her eyes were watery, and her eyelids drooped. Her breath came in dry, shallow gasps. I'm okay. Really, I'm fine. Don't you think so, Junpei? You think I'm pretty fine, right? You should be worrying about Lotus. She was breathing hard now. She could barely summon the strength to talk. Little did we know, she wasn't sick. She was horny for Junpei, as usual. But Junpei was torn. He couldn't leave June alone in the state she was. But every moment they waited, Ace was farther away. Lotus's life in his hands. Choose Lotus! What was Junpei supposed to do? June's eyes drifted to Junpei's. She managed to muster a weak smile. Jumpy, don't worry about me. I just need a little rest. I'll be fine. Don't you remember? I just needed a little rest. A little bit last time. So please, save Lotus. Hey, think about what Ace has already done, Junpei. When he's got what he needs from Lotus, you really think he's gonna let her walk away? Damn it! Hey, you guys go on ahead. As soon as June starts feeling better, we'll follow you. Now go! Junpei looked at June. She nodded once. She couldn't manage much more. But you're not allowed to hit at her or look at her hands. You better not look at her hands, Junpei! But it was all the confirmation Junpei needed. His resolve was set. All right. Come on. Oh, all right. Come on, Seven. We're going after Ace. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You take good care of June. You take good care of June, Santa. You take good care of June, Santa. I'm trusting you. Got it. Santa nodded. Junpei turned. Before he had a chance to change his mind, he started running towards the door. No, that sound is coming from outside. I live near a military base, and they've been doing like jet tests all day. So I apologize, guys. He could hear Seven's heavy footsteps behind him. Let's go. Junpei and Seven exploded. Oh no! Into the hallway, their feet pounding the metal floor as they ran. Just because she has bigger hands than mine doesn't mean she's any better than me. Walk, 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 walk. Yo, ooh, 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 Pants. Pants! Junpei and Seven had finally arrived at the church. Exhausted and out of breath. As their lungs struggled to catch their breath, their eyes frantically scanned the room. How's it going, Az?
Hey, where are they?
I don't see them!
You think they already went through?
He reached up to wipe a palm full of sweat from his brow. Maybe. Check if one is engaged! Even as he spoke, Junpei was already on his way to the larger of the number 9 doors. Let's check the red. The display panel read, vacant. He spun around and headed toward the smaller door. This read would tell him if Ace and Lotus had moved to another room. Engaged. Lotus and Ace were engaged.
That means Ace and Lotus went through here.
Yeah, seems like it. Junpei and Seven stepped away from the door. They retreated to the center of the room and began to talk.
What do we do now?
Yeah, what should we do? Well, the big door is still vacant, but...
2 of us can't do anything with it.
Yeah, not even counting how our digital route isn't 9. Then, just as they were pondering what to do next... We get to find out who's in the coffin! There was a noise. A noise like someone hitting a thick wooden panel. Damn, that panel thick. What's that sound? Junpei looked up, surprised. Seven followed suit, his eyes jumping around the room looking for the source of the sound.
Hey, it's coming from over there.
It wasn't long before they found the altar. Or more precisely, what was on it. The coffin.
Yeah.
Let's open it. Just totally random, but somebody told me when I say yeah with 7, it sounds like Donkey Kong.
Yeah. Okay. How?
By force!
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Well, you never know till you try, right? Thank you for the cog. Oh man, that's been a while. It's been a while since I've had a cog. The only necessity for success is the willingness to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who the fuck said that?
Danky Kang. I forgot. Anyway, we've got to try. Junpei and Seven leapt at the coffin. Why are you leaping at the coffin? Are they like jumping on it?
Oh yeah!
They grabbed hold of what purchase they could find and pull. I love the way the author phrases things. It's so silly.
Damn it! See, didn't I tell you? If you could just pull it open, why would I have something like that?
Seven pointed at a keypad at the side of the coffin. Right. So unless I put the right passcode, it's not going to open. You know what I just realized? Isn't there an axe in, like, room number 1? Can't we just grab the axe and break it open? The noise hadn't stopped. In fact, as it continued, it had only gotten louder and more forceful. What were they supposed to do, Junpei wondered. Is there some sort of clue somewhere? Oh, this is where we ended last time. They stood there for a few moments, staring at the coffin. Then Seven spoke.
Hey, Junpei. I remember you mumbling some weird numbers over and over by the bathroom in the first-class cabin. You got those numbers by solving some secret message Clover was holding, right? Truth had gone or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. What about... And we're back to idiot Junpei. Somehow, he figured out truth had gone means left and right. But when Seven says, hey, look, there's a keypad here. We need numbers. Didn't you have a bunch of numbers earlier? Junpei's like, what?
Well, maybe that number's the passcode for this thing, too.
Come on, that's impossible. Those numbers were the code to unlock the safe.
Yeah, but the person who set up that safe in this coffin is the same person, right? Zero set up both of these.
Yeah, probably.
Well, they might have set the same passcode for both.
That's ridiculous. It's not like Junpei sets every one of his passwords to the word password.
Hey, Junpei, you the type of person to set your password to password?
How did you know that?
Is every single one of your passwords password?
How did you know?
Well, maybe. The coffin? I mean, it's not like you'll make things any worse.
Just be a waste of time. There's no... Oh my god, Junpei, just put in the numbers! It's like having your phone password be 0000. It'd be a waste of time. There's no way they're the same number.
How do you know that? You'll never know until you try. The only necessity for success is the willing to suffer 1,000 failures.
Who said that?
You did, you fucking moron.
How's it going, Worthy Edge? Fine. He knelt down in front of the keypad and looked at it. Perhaps, because he repeated them so many times before, the numbers came easily to Junpei's... I hope... Oh, crap, I didn't write this down. Oh, thank you for remembering it, Junpei. For once, I'm thankful that Junpei has a decent memory. 14383421. Quickly, he typed them in. 83421. He checked that he'd entered them. He'd entered the right numbers, took a deep breath, and pressed the E button. Here we go. It only took a moment. Seven's letting him know that he turned his brain off. Who would have thought? Oh my god, Junpei! There was a click. Is it Alice? Is it Alice? Oh my god. Are we gonna see the mummy? And with a heavy clunk, the lid of the coffin slid off onto the floor. Someone sat up from inside. Oh my god, it's the British blind man! Snake? Commander, is that you? Snake? Snake? Commander, I found the Metal Gear. You? Why? Ah, those voices. Junpei and Seven, unless I'm mistaken. Where are the others? Are they somewhere else? Of course, there was no reason Snake would have known anything about where anyone would be. Snake in a box, how familiar. Junpei and Seven looked at one another. There was a great deal he needed to know, but they had to tell him something, however. So they began to talk. Yeah, and Snake, so then I wanted to get into an elevator, but Akane said she didn't want to go inside. So I thought she was afraid of going in with a guy, and she said if she went down there, she would get wet. So I thought maybe she was really into me, but apparently she was just afraid of drowning. But I really thought I had solved the puzzle. You know, the solution to this game is that June and I will have sex on this elevator and no one will stop us. I still can't believe that conversation took place. Snake explained to them how they came to be locked in a coffin. Apparently, he had been hit with some knockout gas. Junpei and Seven explained what had happened to the rest of them. Oh no. How far are we into the game? I think I can show you. I got this ending, and then I got this, and I'm on this ending right now. I haven't gotten any bad endings. No, I think that one was a bad ending, but I don't know. People told me to go back and get the bad endings. Like, apparently the one I got over there was like a good ending. Clover dying isn't a bad ending. Well, okay, I don't know, but, no, go back. No, okay, crap. So, apparently, from what I understand, this is like the bad ending, and then this is like the bad ending, and then there's like a completely separate ending over here, so I don't know. I hope I have fun. I am having so much fun making fun of how stupid Junpei is. And then there's like an ending over here, so I have to get this one, and then I have to get this one, and then this one, and apparently this one continues because there's a lock here, so I don't know exactly. I see. I believe I got the gist of everything. Have I been sufficiently caught up? No. There was one thing they kept from him. There was one thing, however, neither Seven or Junpei could bring themselves to say. Clover, no! Clover. This is a bad ending. That Ace had killed Clover. They feared that if Snake knew, he might go insane. Yeah. They decided, as much by a look of the moment. They decided as much by a look the moment Snake had climbed out of the coffin? What? They decided that they wouldn't tell Snake. But that still doesn't explain why you were trapped in here. Wait, why is he, did he join like the occult? Did he join like a cult? Oh no, it's the cult of Okami! Snake, what do you know about Ice 9? It's not true! It's not true, it's all a lie! Why did he put Guy X in Snake's clothes? Is this stuff related to the Nonary game that was played 9 years ago? Hey, Snake? Do you know anything? Junpei put the question to Snake. His answer was less than illuminating. What are you talking about? I apologize, but I have no idea what you're saying. It seemed as though Snake was, perhaps, not being entirely honest, but that knowledge did Junpei and Seven little good. Oh, come on. If you know, just tell us. I don't know what to tell you. How can I know something I don't? No matter how many times they asked, he insisted that he knew nothing. Snake, come on! Tell me! Why are you British but your sister's a Valley girl? I don't understand. Does she talk different than I do? Yeah, she talks like this, don't you remember? No, that sounds perfectly normal. Snake, answer the question! It was becoming clear that Snake wouldn't give in, and every second they spent asking was a second wasted.
This is bad. We're running out of time here.
We need to go after Ace! However, they stood in silence, the overpowering atmosphere of the chapel almost stifling. Oh, by the way, Worthy Edge, since your name is Worthy Edge, I also have plans to stream the third game of Phoenix Wright. I've already streamed the first two. Junpei, Seven, and Snake simply stood at a loss for what they should do next. What do we do now? He glanced over at Snake's wrist. Subscribing? Thank you so much, Worthy. The three of us can't make a digital root of 9? Yeah, we just get 5.
We're stuck in here then.
Wait, there is a way to get 9. But it's... Oh no. If we get 5, we can use Clover's bracelet. Oh god. I don't know what's gonna happen to Snake. They seemed like they're really into each other. Like Snake and Clover, they're like really into each other. Like Alabama status into each other. So it's like I don't know what the Snake will do.
Oh, hey, just remembered something.
Seven began patting his pockets as if he were checking to see if any of them held anything. What?
What is it? I, found something earlier.
What did you find?
This.
He finally found the pocket he wanted, and his hand dove into it. Dang, my boy Seven wearing some cargo pants. He got like those 30 pockets. Seven pulled out something round and metal. Whoa! That's not what I thought! Reminds me of a hint that flew over your head when you talk about Snake and Clover being siblings but not looking alike. That is true. That is an interesting question. There was no mistaking the number glowing at them from the face of a cartoon eye. Like a cartoon eye. The letter O?
No, actually it says 0.
No, it's definitely...
We all have numbers on our watches, Junpei.
It's not a watch! Zero's bracelet. What did you say? Are you saying that Seven has the number 0 on his bracelet? Let's kill him. Kill him now! No, that's not what he's saying. Junpei, grab that knife over there. How do you know there's a knife over there? I'll grab this axe. Let's go, Junpei. Yeah? Where did you get that? Snake's question was innocent enough, but if he learned the truth, if he'd been able to see, he would have noticed Seven look away.
Clover, gave it to me.
She did. Oh, whoops. Calculator.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, my sister is so bright! I am so happy she is alive and well. Oh, I'm so glad you've had a positive experience with my sister, Seven. Oh, don't you agree? She's such a chipper and happy young girl. I'm sure my disappearance did nothing to her mental health. Oh, I'm so glad she is still alive and happy and healthy. Thank you so much for taking care of her, Seven. How did she come by it?
Well, she, found it. See, on the side of, door 1. A-deck in the captain's quarters. She asked me to hold on to it, and it was too big and bulky for her to be, lugging, around.
He's lying! Junpei said out loud. What are you doing, Junpei? Junpei sometimes confuses his thinking voice and his speaking voice. Junpei could tell right away that Seven wasn't telling the truth. He even told us earlier.
I haven't actually looked at it yet. I didn't want to disturb the crime scene, you know, basic stuff. Well, I did borrow one thing.
He probably said that so Snake doesn't find out about Clover.
Alright, Junpei, been nice knowing you.
What? 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9!
Come on, man, I'm just kidding. Still, just in case I want to make sure the 0 bracelet gets picked up by the red. Snake, give me a hand, alright?
Without waiting for a response, he started walking towards the door. Junpei and Snake followed him quietly. It's funny that he says, "Give me a hand" to Snake, because we know he can actually take off his hands and stuff. Before long, they found themselves in front of the larger of the two doors. Seven and Snake put their palms on the red. Once they'd done that... Oh my... Have you guys ever noticed how freaking white Snake's hands are? I've only seen this once, like when we went through the, I think the 5 door with Snake and 7. So like, I never actually, dang, bro needs to go outside. Yo, you look like a ghost, man. A third asterisk appeared on the screen. 7 plus 2 plus 0 equals 9. Now they just needed to pull the lever, and the door would open. Error? Huh? Why isn't it opening?
Well, the third asterisk lit up, so it must have registered the 0 bracelet.
Maybe it isn't actually 0. Huh?
What?
That bracelet may not actually produce the 0 number when scanned. That is what I am saying. Why don't we try a few different combinations? Perhaps we can actually determine what number this bracelet contains. Got it, Junpei nodded. And they decided to use the following combination. And after their experiment, they decided the number was square root of pi over 2. Let's try Snake Junpei in the bracelet. Let's try Snake me in the bracelet. They can't do every combination, so it might just be a combination that they don't have. If this combination works, the number is 2. My Snake voice is on point. Thank you so much. The door didn't open. The mysterious bracelet wasn't 2. It didn't open, Snake said, while looking at a pillar. Snake, it's this way. Well, it didn't open. How do you know that? I used my echolocation. It's actually canon. It's actually canon that Snake uses echolocation, which I love.
Guess it's not 2.
Then they decided to use the following combination. Junpei 7 in the bracelet. Yeah, I know, it's actual canon that he uses echolocation, which I love. Let's try me 7 in the bracelet. Junpei plus 7. 5, 7, 12, 3. Wait, 5 plus 7 is 12, 3, so that means this is 6. They scanned in their bracelets.
It opened.
So it would seem. 7 clearly hadn't thought their experiment would produce anything useful, and looked rather confused. Snake was, as usual, calm and smug. The door slid closed. Junpei's forehead furrowed as he thought. That means the bracelet's actually 6. Do you know who else is 6? June, aka Akane, aka the girl that literally knows every single one of the astrological symbols and knows how to solve every single door! Ah! I'm telling you, your girlfriend is evil! Junpei, wake up! More math. Okay, I have to read this. 5 plus 7 plus 6 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. But how is this possible? But Junpei simps for her? I'm telling you, simps always end up last. That's why I'm always last. Now I'm sad. But the display on the bracelet clearly shows a 0. Junpei still wants to smash in the elevator. Then suddenly, Somewhere from far beneath, they heard the creak and the groan of tearing metal. With it came the sound of water pouring into the parts of the ship that had Oh no! At least you acknowledge it. Simps are last.
Oh, man, that's not good. It looks like our time is up.
At any rate, we know now that the door can be opened. We should go. But, Snake, are you sure? You don't want to blow up and die, do you?
Yeah, you know that only Junpei and I can go through this way, right?
You needn't worry. I have a solution to... Yeah, I remember I noticed this at the beginning and I didn't really say anything, but I noticed how his left hand is just always here, and I thought it was always weird how he's like, oh, you know, oh, I see, oh, yes, oh, very good, oh, indeed. And like, yeah, but his left hand is fake! My last resort. But if not now is the time for last resorts, then when? Last
resort?
Which means he could have taken off his watch whenever he wanted! Dang, Snake! Up top! I'm sorry, I thought you were evil at the beginning. He's still kind of a jerk, though. Junpei 7 and Snake ran full tilt down a long, straight hallway. They were headed for the stern of the ship and had no time for distractions. As they ran, 7 spoke.
Gotta admit, you really surprised me there, kid. Couldn't figure out how the hell you were gonna get out of that one. How come you didn't do that right off the bat?
As I told you, it was a last resort. My god, are people this stupid? Had I used it at the beginning of the game, I would have come under a great deal of suspicion. I imagine that most people would have taken it to mean that I was zero. Once they convinced themselves of that, I wasn't optimistic of my chances of making it out here alive, let alone unscathed. I felt it best to play my cards close to the chest, as it were.
Then how come you didn't help us with that Baccarat problem?
Because I've never heard of Baccarat! I apologize. I lost my temper. That way, if I were in a situation where there was nothing else I could do, I'd have a little, trick up my sleeve. I'd just take my bracelet off. Snake's plan had been simple, but effective. He simply removed his bracelet, cause he has no heartbeat, cause he's a cold-blooded killer. I'm still suspicious of this guy. I don't know. I'm still on to him. How? Did Junpei just look as though Snake simply crushed the bones of his hand until they were small enough to fit through the wristband? Of course, that would have been practically impossible. So, how had he done it? My brother's left arm? It's not like a normal person's arm. It's fake. It's like not a real arm. That's what fake means, Clover. Snake had slid off the bracelet off and tossed it into the coffin. I know this is a kind of weird thing to say, but I'm glad you got into that accident.
Yeah, you don't have to be afraid of the door if your left arm's missing.
I think you could have phrased that a little bit better, but I'm glad you are okay with this. He walked through the door easily without authenticating. He stepped out on the other side, unscathed, and begun running down the hall alongside 7 and Junpei. I'm just saying, it's been like 8 hours, right? Has not one of them needed to poop yet? It's like, I'm pretty sure your next poop will be the bomb. The bomb's just coming right out. They kept running for a while longer, and eventually came upon a set of stairs leading downward on the right side of the hallway. I think Zero addressed that earlier. I mean, Zero said they couldn't vomit it out, but it's like, if you like drank a lot of coffee, do they have coffee here? There was like a coffee maker, right? If you drank a lot of coffee, like the laxatives would kick in eventually. They stopped and peered down the staircase.
I think these stairs are connected to the bottom deck.
Doesn't look like it's underwater. They nodded quickly to one another and jogged down the stairs. It took only a few minutes to make their way to the bottom deck. There was a single hallway in front of them, and at the end, which was a single door. Let's go through the door! Junpei threw it open. Once again, Junpei's massive muscles took hold. He ripped the door off his hinges and threw it away. Inside was a massive iron gate. A plate was affixed to the top of it. It read, Inkynie Ratter. Junpei, that reads incinerator. No, I learned this in school. The C sound makes a k sound. No, but it also makes an S sound. No, that's not what my English teacher said. It's incinerator. Incinerator? Oh my. You must have failed English. Do you see a lever near that gate, perhaps? Yeah, right over here.
How'd you know that?
Well, I'd be happy to regale you with the story. I imagine it should only take half a day or so.
Oh yeah, I got time.
Oh, okay, well, you see, I used to be an incinerator operator on, an old cruise ship. Junpei grumbled, gave Snake a dirty look, kind of like a, hey Snake. And jogged over to the lever. Me fail English? Impossible! If you pull it, the door ought to open. Meanwhile, in the middle of the story, the water level is up to their shoulders. Well, you see, there was one time where there was far too much trash. He pulled the lever down. With the rumble of an ancient motor, the door opened. There was no need to hold back, and no time to hesitate. They pushed their way inside. Standing in front of them were Ace and Lotus. There he is. Ace still had the revolver in his hand. It was still pressed hard against Lotus's temple. A small dark bruise had begun to form near the tip. Even from several yards away, Junpei could see that Lotus was shaking. Well, he was staring at certain things in particular. She was terrified. But perhaps, more interestingly, was what Junpei saw behind them. 9. Another number 9 door. Why? Why is there another one? The door stopped Junpei in its tracks. It simply shouldn't have been there. Her hands quickly moving on her keyboard. And as his brain finally began to consider why, the whine of a warning klaxon filled the air, drowning out any thought. Oh, I can do this in a more mechanical voice.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been activated. Has been acknowledged. Oops, I misspoke there. I meant acknowledged, not activated. Automatic incineration will take place in 9 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Oh my, how exciting. You've run quite a show here, Zero.
A terrifying smile twisted Ace's face. Now say it in Monodam's voice.
What's the matter? Too frightened to understand?
That's not his klaxon.
Here, let me explain.
It's said that the incineration system is about to activate. In 9 minutes, this room will be engulfed in flame.
Huh. Who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm hurt. It's me, Snake.
Snake. Ah, yes. You are alive. I'm afraid your bizarre style had confused me. I'm quite glad to see that you're alive.
Ace's voice didn't change. Snake ground his teeth.
If you don't mind my asking, how'd you get here? Snake, Junpei 7. The three of you couldn't have opened a door with a 9. Did you use Clover's bracelet, perhaps?
Oh my, no! No, 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 no! What?
Junpei, explain it to him.
You got it, Ace. Well, you see, 2 plus 5 plus 7 plus 4 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9.
Oh, well, your reaction suggests that you did not.
Hold on. Why did you think we had Clover's bracelet? Junpei felt his chest tighten.
Oh. They haven't told you.
Told me what?
Clearly not. Normally, I would take some time to enjoy the moment, but I'm afraid my time is at a premium now. Maybe $99.99 an hour.
That is absurd! Not even prostitutes go that much. Snake, how did you know how much prostitutes? Internet. Amazon.
I'll have to make this a bit quick. Clover.
Don't do it, Ace. Keep your goddamn mouth shut!
Clover.
I said stop! Don't listen to him, Snake! Junpei could feel his voice going hoarse. But Snake didn't listen to him. What happened to Clover? Ace looked at him. The corner of his mouth curled into a hook of a cruel smile.
Clover died.
The color left Snake's face, but no one could tell, because he was pale enough to begin with. He shook his head, weakly. No, that's not true. That's impossible. It's a lie. It has to be a lie.
Oh, it's quite true. I can assure you of that. I killed her myself, you see.
What?
I'm sorry, did I stutter?
I killed her. Snake's face twisted into a mask of rage, molten red rising to dot his pale skin. His entire body shook. He looked to Junpei, disturbingly like a demon. Dang, this is the first time we've seen his eyes open in just about forever. Bro is furious.
I would have rather she died with, less suffering. A bullet in her brain, perhaps? That would have been ideal. Unfortunately, that would have made quite a bit of noise. Circumstances being what they were, I settled for the knife. The one the ninth man had, remember? I believe I caught her just below the shoulder blade. I was rather lucky, in fact. My first thrust went right between her ribs. Her flesh. Oh, so soft. Oh, my knife slid in so easily. Oh, you don't know if I was low on time the things I would have done to your sister. There was no resistance. Oh, she couldn't resist a single thing I was going to do. Oh, that feeling, I confess. It was rather exciting. It was a powerful memory. Someday, perhaps, I hope to feel it again.
Incinerator will begin in 7 minutes.
I am going to kill you. Snake's words were a guttural growl, barely audible.
Oh, what was that?
I'll kill you. I'll kill you!
Ah, you're going to kill me. Please do. Come, I'm waiting.
Don't do it. Don't listen to him, Snake!
Hey, stop, kid! Screw him with your head! Is there a problem? What are you waiting for, boy? And don't you want me to send you to join your sister? Oh, your beautiful sister. Oh, while you were gone, I've thought so many things about her. And there's nothing you can do, is there?
Don't, Snake!
Don't do it!
But Snake could no longer hear them. Snake could no longer hear anything. Which was bad, because he was blind, so he was effectively unable to see anything anymore. Snake moved like a bolt of lightning. His scream echoed through the incineration chamber full of rage and despair. Snake!
Snake!
Maybe they should have told the blind man that he was holding a gun. Another scream filled the room. I can't scream like a girl without it sounding comedic. I'll do my best. It was Lotus. She ran across the room toward Junpei, her eyes wide with terror. Lotus!
Or this way!
Snake's ill-fated attack had loosened Eighth's grip on her. She made a run for it. She reached Seven and Junpei and ducked behind them.
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
Give me the woman.
He raised the gun. I need her. Without her bracelet, I will be unable to open this door. Wait, I don't understand. 1 plus 8 plus 9 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Oh, now I get it. Quickly now, I don't have time for your shenanigans. In the center of the room, Snake's body lay eerily still. I was starting to like Snake. I'm gonna be honest, I was starting to like him. Just the fact that he cares so much about his sister, man. Like, I know I've been joking about simping for Clover this entire playthrough, but Clover and Snake really make a wholesome pair, and I was starting to like him a little bit. And now I kind of feel empty. Dang, man. I don't even feel sad. I just feel empty. Like, how are you supposed to feel, man? I don't know. It's like this game has no problem being like absolutely Junpei stupid and like hilarious to, well, now all your friends are dead. He looked like a human larva, prone and vulnerable on the floor.
I see. And it would seem I have no choice. The rest of you must die as well. Fortunately, I have 5 bullets left. 1 for Junpei, another for Lotus, last 3 for that idiotic lump of a man. I'll take Lotus's body with me and leave this room. You see, there are more personal uses for her.
Incineration will begin in 4 minutes.
Well, it looks that our time together is at an end. I rather enjoy playing with you.
Damn it. Junpei could see Ace's finger tighten. He could see it begin to squeeze down on the trigger. His body tensed, preparing for the catastrophic impact of hot lead against human flesh.
Goodbye.
Then, it happened.
Kill you.
Snake stood up.
No, that's impossible.
For the first time, Ace's composure broke. With obvious effort, Snake lunged forward, 1 step closer to Ace, then another. He looked for all the world like a zombie. You guys hear the footsteps, man? Dang, he's limping. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. His voice was the mournful wailing of the undead.
Stay away from me. Get back. Stop. If you come any closer, I'll get away from me.
Little by little, Ace was retreating. Snake didn't stop. He continued his stiff, inexorable approach, his eyes twin pools of pure fury.
Listen to me. I said don't come any closer! Shit, you bastard!
Ace's revolver leapt 5 times. 5 times, the air of the incinerator was split by the crack of a bullet. Snake's body twitched as 5 clouds of blood and torn flesh leapt across the air. A fine pink mist drifted from his body and disappeared. Junpei didn't have time to ponder what this meant before. And then his strength was gone. His legs crumbled, and his broken and battered body slid to the floor.
Incineration will begin in 3 minutes.
Finally, you're...
But Snake wasn't done. I'll kill you. Even as the pool of blood beneath him grew, he began to move. He half crawled, half slid toward Ace. 1 bloody arm wrapped itself around Ace's leg. You won't get away. And the other gripped his thigh with strength that should have been long gone.
You son of a bitch. You monster! Get off me! Get off me! Damn you!
He kicked at Snake with his free leg, driving his foot into Snake's face, his arm, his shoulder. It made no difference. Snake refused to release him. Once again, Snake had ensnared its prey. Once a snake had ensnared its prey, rarely does it release it. This is it. We are going to burn to death together.
What?
Incineration will begin in 2 minutes.
Damn it. Damn you! Get off me! Let me go, you monster! Okay. Look, think about it this way. My company, you remember, I am still Gentaro Hongo. Hey, wonderful hospital. Hey, excellent doctor. Hey, you're not wound seriously. I sure I get you fixed up. I still Japanese CEO, remember? You don't have to die. You can be saved. Please, oh, hey, please, oh.
Pathetic. Begging for your life. Then Seven and Lotus began to speak. Junpei could hear tears in their voices. Their words very strange.
Snake! Hey, that's enough, Snake! Oh, you can stop now!
Yeah, he's right, Snake. You've done enough. Oh, and there's a calculator. Junpei took out his calculator to calculate the words to make sure that they were telling the truth.
Come on, Snake, let him go. Let's get out of here!
You have to come with us. We have to leave together. Snake turned toward them. He coughed. Blood splattered across the floor. And then he smiled, a sad sort of smile. I apologize. I'm afraid I can't do that. You'd best forget about me. You need to leave soon. I'm going to take him with me.
Shut up!
I couldn't save Clover. My sister died because of me. Perhaps this will begin to atone for that. Perhaps in the afterlife, she can forgive me. Now go. Now go! Go now! You have to go.
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
God damn. Shit! We out of time! We gotta go!
Seven ran toward the exit. Lotus followed him, but Junpei couldn't move. There were white lines down Snake's cheeks where his tears had washed the blood away. He was broken, body and soul. Junpei felt as though half of his own heart had been torn out. His eyes stung. He tried desperately to swallow the clear lumps in his throat.
Junpei, what are you doing? You have to get out of here!
Junpei's chest tightened, pulled taut with anger. Misery and a cold feeling of emptiness, pure emotion, surged through his heart, alongside the torrent of blood. He could feel it building, a tremendous wave of growing taller and taller, and then it broke, crashing down with thunderous force on his shaken, unprepared mind. Snake! 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 Junpei's rational mind was gone. He was driven by instinct now. He launched himself across the floor at Snake and Ace. Or he tried to.
Don't be an idiot, Junpei!
He felt a hand grab him from behind. It was Seven. Before he had time to react, the larger man, before he had time to rap. Yo, Snake, come back here. You see, you going crazy, so follow me. I'm gonna set you free. If you walk out the door, if you don't walk out that door, you'll be in misery. The larger man had pinned Junpei's arms to the side and was hauling him bodily back towards the door. No! I have to help Snake! 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 Get off of me! Let me go!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 7, 6.
Damn it, kid. I don't got a choice. Don't blame me for this, alright?
5,
4, 3, 2. 1. Zero. Gates 2 and 3 are now locked. Beginning incineration.
Junpei felt Seven's fist buried deep into his stomach, and then his legs turned to mush. Seven scooped him up in the same motion and leapt through the door. It slammed behind them. Junpei struggled to shaky feet. He glanced over to see Lotus was only a short distance away. Junpei ran to the door. There was a small window cut into it. Inside, he could see Ace and Snake.
Shit. Damn you all! Why me? I don't deserve this! Answer me! Zero! Why? Zero!
He didn't know how much time passed. He didn't know how long he stood there, in front of the incinerator. He looked to the side. Lotus's face was ashen, and if not for the hand she put against the wall, Junpei didn't think she could have stood. Seven looked old and tired, and used. His eyes stared at the floor, seeing nothing. Junpei said nothing. He simply began to walk toward the open door and the hallway they'd come down earlier.
Hey, Hey, wait, Junpei.
Junpei, where are you going? He blinked when their voices broke the silence. He stopped. You stay here. I'll go get Santa in June.
You gonna bring them here?
How? Don't worry about that. Just stay here and wait, alright? He began to walk again. With Clover's bracelet, the four of them could open it. Dang. That was a nightmare of a scene. I'm sorry I didn't read any comments at the time. I just didn't want to break the scene. But thanks for hanging out with you guys. Snake is a beast. Snake is a beast, and I don't deserve this and 9 other lies you've told yourself. That was a good scream. Thank you. Thank you. I've been practicing my screams. You're shocked and lost for... I am shocked and lost for words while doing your project. Yeah, that was really like a... Then I don't know what to say about that, man. Are we sure this isn't a bad ending? Apparently this is the bad ending. But are we sure this isn't a bad ending too? It's like, dang. It's like... Snake sacrificed himself, man. Just to get revenge. Dang. This isn't the true ending, if that helps. Define bad. That's fair enough. That isn't the true ending, if that helps. I mean, I like this idea that you have to play the game several times to know exactly what's going on. But it's at the same time, it's like, whoa. Yeah. Also, for those of you who don't understand why Ace randomly became Japanese, anyone who's new, Ace's voice originally was a Japanese man, but I am Ace. But I decided to change his voice when we found out that he was like an imposter, like a fraud. So he was masquerading as a Japanese man the whole time. Yeah, so the big reveal was Ace wasn't really Japanese. So that's why I randomly changed his voice to back to Japanese. He began to walk. So when we go back in time to play the other route, he might randomly become a Japanese man. Okay. Ace was just a strange weeb. Yeah, he was just a weeb. I mean, they're all Japanese, right? But I'm gonna say Ace was born in Ohio, and Junpei was born in... Oh, let's be real here. Junpei was definitely born in LA. That's why he's so used to his apartment being open and people stealing his stuff. He looked over his shoulder and watched Seven and Lotus grow smaller and smaller. They stared back, not moving. He wasn't sure if they could. Seven? Seven's from Detroit. Of course he's from Detroit, because he's like the big, strong man who like solves all the mysteries. He turned around again. He knew where he was going. I saw an elevator on the way here. If I can get that to work, maybe. Before long, Junpei found himself in front of the elevator. The original game didn't even have a flowchart? Oh my goodness, that would be hard to do. Holy, I wouldn't know which scenes I've gotten and which scenes I've missed. Holy, that'd be really hard to play. I'm playing the remastered version, so... Next to the door was a button with a triangle on it. Please work. But Mishironi, please don't work, because he's done with work. Hey! Congrats on being done with your overtime. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get all the endings. Yeah, I really like it. I mean, the flowchart, I'm glad the flowchart exists, because I'm not good at, like, finding all the stories. I usually only play a game once through, so I'm glad that the flowchart exists. Probably didn't have data for it. Oh, it was a DS game. I thought it was a Game Boy Advance game. I guess it is. Yeah, it's a DS game, I guess. Yes. Oh, it goes right back to the hospital room? Junpei was in the large hospital room. How come nobody ever pointed out an elevator in the hospital room? Excuse me? Why did no one ever point out that there was an elevator in the hospital room? He kept calling and walked to the center of the room. Oh, did they? But try as he might, he couldn't find them. Yo, where'd they go? Damn it. June's off committing more murders again. Where'd they go this time? I better not find Santa dead. And June's gonna be standing over him with like a knife in her hand, like her clothes covered in blood. And she was like, I didn't do it, it was 7. And then Junpei's like, oh, we're gonna kill 7 now. Increasingly frustrated, increasingly worried, Junpei left the large hospital room. He had no choice. He would have to look for them. Junpei's heart was heavy. He couldn't shake the feeling. But there was part of him that felt it would be wrong to, even if he could. With every step he took, his legs felt more and more like lead. He's searching cabin 1? Yo, he's literally searching everything. Alright, time to go downstairs. No, this was a DS game. Keep in mind some facts after the game ends. I know somebody told me that this game was pretty creative because on the top was supposed to be adventure mode. Like, apparently on the top was supposed to be adventure mode, and on the bottom was supposed to be novel mode. So you can play it like, so the novel would go on as you see the characters reacting in front of the screen. So I thought that was really cool. It's too bad that this game doesn't implement that, but it's not that big of a deal to me. It would have been cool to play on the DS though, I agree. He stepped inside, expecting to find nothing. But there on the red carpet in the center of the room. June! No, codenames didn't matter anymore. She was Canny. Canny! 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 You cannot put this on us at the very end of the game. We are literally nearing the end of the game, and we have never heard Junpei actually call her a name before. And all of a sudden, oh no, Canny! Junpei cried her name as she ran. Like lightning, he ran across the room toward her. It's pronounced Connie, like the ah in Amish, Connie. No. Her name is Akane, right? Akane. Hi, my name is Akane, so of course it's Canny. Canny! Oh no! You killed Canny! This game is canny. Oh no, but you can. You pun guys, get out of here. He stumbled to a stop. I'm sorry, whenever June dies, it's just hilarious. As he looked down at her body, lying on the floor, he felt the icy grip of fear upon his heart. She was still, so very still. No, it can't be. It's impossible. Slowly, Junpei bent down towards her. His hands shook. He felt very cold and very hot at the same time. What an uncanny game. Okay, you guys, you pun guys, get out of here. He forced himself to look. Her back was moving. Slowly, it rose and fell. Relief washed over him. Can you... Canny! I can't. I need coffee. Junpei reached down and gently, very gently lifted her up. Canny! Are you alright? Jumpy. They're both idiots. Now I understand why he's so into her and why she's so into him. Now I understand why they're so horny for each other. Because they literally have nothing in their mind except horny. It's perfect. Her face was pale. Her lips were dry and cracked. Her eyes were blank and cloudy. They stared straight at Junpei, but saw nothing. Trembling, Junpei wrapped his arm around her back. She was cold. Very cold. Junpei tried to convince him that it was only his imagination, but she felt as though she were fading away. If she, vanishes, if she just disappears, I'm gonna be... There has been enough pseudoscience cult stuff. He could feel his heart pounding frantically in his chest. Oh man! Can he? I can't, I'm sorry. I know this is supposed to be sad. I'm sorry, I can't. What the hell happened to you? You feel... Jumpy, I'm sorry. Her voice was very faint. I might not make it. No way. I'm not gonna let you die. I'm gonna save you, I promise. Thank you, Jumpy. Thank you so much for everything. I was really happy to see you again, Jumpy. Really happy. Don't give me that I was. You're gonna see me lots more times again. No, what I'm saying is I found someone else. Santa's my boyfriend now. What? Hold the phone right now, Canny. I'm just kidding. This is a serious scene. You've gotta hang on. All right, Canny? Jumpy, did you know? You meant a lot to me when we were kids. I've liked you for a long time. A really long time. Junpei's vision had gone blurry. It took a moment to realize his eyes were filled with tears. He could feel a piercing point of heat deep in his heart, like a white hot flame. He looked down at Canny.
Game over.
There was a crack of static from above his head, and a voice spoke. 0. You son of a bitch. Where are you hiding? Junpei frantically scanned the ceiling for the source of the voice.
I am right here. I've always been close to you.
What the hell are you talking about?
No matter, I will tell you again. Game over. This game has ended.
No, it hasn't. I'm not gonna let it end yet. I'm gonna get out of here with Canny.
You cannot. That is impossible.
Why?
Because you chose the wrong path.
The wrong path?
That is correct. You see, whenever you made a decision, there was a box that appeared in front of you. You made a selection, and the flowchart changed accordingly. Your path was inevitable, however. Admit defeat. Where there is shadow, where there is light. Where there is absence of light, there is no shadow. So it goes.
What are you talking about?
It matters not. The loser has been decided.
I told you, I'm not gonna lose!
No, you misunderstand. You haven't lost. I have lost.
What? Junpei didn't have any time to ponder what that meant before. He heard the door slam shut behind him. He spun around. There was no one there. Was it Zero? Canny, wait here. I'll be right back. I promise. Junpei, you're really dumb. She managed a single nod. Junpei laid her back down gently and leapt for the door. He yanked it open and shot outside. No one. The hall was empty. There was nothing moving anywhere. Damn it. Where are you? Doesn't matter. I need to get Canny out first. Canny. He didn't want to leave Canny alone any longer than he had to. So Junpei turned around and headed back to the chapel. Wait, what? It's always Akane! Canny? She wasn't there. She wasn't anywhere. Would Canny be here or there? Would you be with Canny here or there? Would you be with Canny anywhere? I would not be with Canny here or there. I would not be with Canny anywhere. She had been lying there on the floor just moments before. And now she was gone. Oh God. No. Where is she? Canny! 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 She disappeared! His cry split the heavens themselves. His cry was the drill that pierced through the heavens. He screamed until his voice gave out. And he screamed some more. But there was nothing. No answer. His voice faded away, and all that remained was cold, unfeeling silence. That was when he noticed it. A strange smell, one he'd smelled before. Wait, this is... white smoke. 9 seconds later, Junpei's mind winked out. Wait, that's it? Wait, that's it? That's it? No, 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 that was the ending? I have played through 2 endings, and I am no closer to figuring out what the frick is happening right now. Okay, well, obviously, Alice connected to the main computer, which is transmitting information to our robot brains. And so she messed with the computer, which is called the morphogenetic field. As a result, the rats were able to travel to path A, even though it was dark. That is the theory. That's the theory. The mummy is transmitting information via the morphogenic computer mainframe to our brains. And the reason why Ace can't see faces is because 7 broke his receiver. That's what happened. I'm telling you. I am no closer to figuring out what the hell happened, except Ice 9 and Glycerin and the number 9 and genetic codes and rat experiments and the British science theories and the end or isn't. Don't do this to me. Alright, well, so far Snake died and Ace died. And the other one, Santa was the one who pointed the gun. Okay, so we have one ending where Snake is dead. One ending where Ace also died there. And we know that Ace is the CEO, Gongo Hongo. Where is Santa? Oh, Santa might be the one talking as Zero. Is Santa Zero? Hold on. Let me think about this for a second. When we went through, because we know one of the endings. Yes, we'll save. A key. All right, well, first we're going to go here. Okay, so I figured out that the white keys mean you have to go down these paths in order to get the white ending. And then the red keys, you have to go down to the red ending. So right now I've gone down the red keys. So I'm going to see what this ending is when I don't have all the white keys and see what happens. You guys remember this? This is the one where we go with Ace and Lotus to solve this room. All right, let's go. The next door. Oh, I think we can skip, right? All right, so we're just gonna do a quick skip. And we're gonna see what happens when we don't, I think we don't bond with Clover. Oh. Wait, crap, go back. Okay, if you guys remember, something stopped. Oh, wait, if you guys remember, down this path, Clover was stealing something, right? You guys remember that? So I think I'm gonna start there. Or where should I start? Maybe we'll start a little bit further back. Wait, hold on. Well, let's go back here. Outside the room. Yeah, so we're on the red path here, and then we have the white key path here, I think. So let's... Okay. They stepped outside of the captain's quarters into another hallway. Okay, so we just solved the escape room, I think. And now we're going to go. The hallway stretched out in front of Junpei for a bit, before turning left like a great backwards L. All right, let's go. Junpei rounded the corner and took off down the straightaway. He ran and ran. And I run so far away. And I run all night and day. The 9 doors my getaway. That's the next door. He made straight forward. Wait, a piece of paper. He was nearly halfway to it when he noticed a piece of paper in the middle of the floor. Yeah, last time we did this path, I think we talked about a clover. A 4-leaf clover, which is interesting because we're also talking to Clover. And Santa is my wingman. Thank you for giving me that clover so I can give it to Clover and she can, like, love me. Junpei skidded to a halt. He dropped down to his hands and knees and quickly tore the paper off the floor. Map of the ship's interior for Deck A.
Pants. Hey, what wrong?
Ace, slightly slower by the virtue of his advanced age, had finally caught up to Junpei. I'm just going to say, Ace, 7, and Lotus don't look that much further. Or Ace, 7, and Lotus don't look that much older than the others, to be honest. They look like old dudes, but they look like they're in the like mid-30s. Not like apparently like 7 is supposed to be like his late 50s maybe. I just a guess. And like Ace probably like if he's like a big CEO of a company and he's done all this stuff like in like back when he was CEO, he's probably like in his maybe his 60s or something. But he looks like he's maybe like 30 or 40. But then again, they're also Asian, and as many people know, Asians don't look old until they're like 80, in which they like shrivel up into raisins. I can say that because I'm ready for me to shrivel up into a raisin at one point. Oh, he's in his mid to late 40s? Dang, he's accomplished a lot for his young age. He's really young to be a CEO. I found this map on the floor. He showed Ace what he snatched from the wall. He looked at it long enough to determine what it was and nodded.
Hey, wakatta.
With that, he began running again, past Junpei. Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Junpei shoved the map into his pocket and got up to follow Ace. But something stopped him. Hey, where's Clover? He turned around. Clover was nowhere to be seen. Damn it, what the hell is she up to? Junpei muttered angrily under his breath and took off back the way he came. He stomped around the corner and saw her. She was standing in front of the door to the captain's quarters, her hand on the doorknob. Clover! What? As Junpei watched, she closed it, gently and quietly. Why are you staring at me? What the hell are you doing? Nothing? What do you mean, nothing? Clover had unconsciously put her hands over the pockets of her jacket, as if trying to hide something. What the hell is that? What? You know, like, remember when we found out that 7 has no balls, and, like, my balls are freaking massive? That's all that they are. You have something in your pocket! What? Yeah, it's my massive balls. This is, well, I wonder? What the hell? Come on, we gotta hurry! With that, Clover ran straight past a somewhat confused Junpei. Oh, this time she doesn't tell him about the note. Remember, she was like, oh, I took the note from, that guy. As she did, he caught a glimpse of her back. Clover, what's that on your back? Sticking up from her collar was something that looked like a big wooden Oh no. A stick? We never healed her heart in this route. Like, when we go through, we didn't heal her heart. And as a result, she doesn't trust anyone anymore. Clover, no, don't do it. Hey, Clover, what the hell's that thing you got on your back? She didn't respond. Instead, she quickly turned the corner and disappeared. Is she ignoring me? Crying out loud. Junpei did his best to convince himself that it would make sense later, and ran out. No! Don't convince yourself! Convince yourself that you should check this now! Oh my frick. Junpei pushed through the door and found himself in a large room with a large set of stairs. The big stairs. So this is where it ends up. Just like it says on the map. It was just what he'd expected to see after reading the map. His "I see" after reading the map meant that Ace probably realized the same thing. Hey, how's it going, Hotfire? You're at a hotel? I hope you're having a great vacation. Did he head down? He put his hand on the handrail and leaned back to look down. Oh, there he is. Look, there the 4 others too. Not just Ace, Santa, June, Seven, and Lotus as well. Really? Let's go join them. Junpei and Clover glanced down at each other and hurried down the stairs. Yeah, in this route, Clover doesn't realize that her brother isn't dead. They reached B deck at the same time. Jumpy, Clover! June's face was excited. Something had happened. That much Junpei could tell simply by looking at her. What's up? Given their situation, he was not inclined to be excited about sudden developments. June, however, couldn't contain herself. We found it! Found what? It! You know! At the end of when you escape the room, it always says we found it. But what is it? I don't know. It never specifies. We found it! What did you find? The last door. We found door 9. What?
Come on, just follow us. We'll explain everything on the way.
Okay. Seven turned and jogged off down the stairs. Well, if that's the case, wait for me.
We get to go as well.
Maybe they found Junpei's last brain cell. Jumpy, we finally made it. Wait, you guys made the door? No, we made it. The door. No, we made it to the end. So wait, is it the door or the end you're talking about? Junpei, did you fail 3rd grade English? Yes. Yeah, it's finally time. Junpei wasn't quite ready to believe they'd really done it, or at least not yet. Still, if everyone said that this was door 9, it probably was. We've reached the end. He could feel his heart racing. A mixture of anticipation and fear ran through his veins, and he could feel his legs shaking. Junpei was doing his best to maintain a healthy sense of skepticism, but he couldn't deny the prospect that escape was an exciting one. But something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means the best case scenario, 2 of us will have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? Yes, abandon June. Junpei looked over at the clock. 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes. We've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei, what the hell you 2 doing? Hurry it up!
Santa's voice jolted Junpei out of his reverie. His reverie? Let's go, Jumpy. June took off down the stairs, jogging as quickly as she could. Junpei followed. They were quiet. They had just reached C-Deck when Clover spoke. Hey, what about door 2? Did we go through door 2 in the first? I don't think we did. We just made a beeline for 9, and then Santa's like, oh, no, I'm going to shoot June unless you let me in. And I'm telling you, Santa is in on it with Ace, Those two have been manipulating the stock market, and that's how Santa made so much money off of the pharmaceutical company. Everyone else stopped. They all turned to look at Clover. 7 spoke.
What about door 2?
Door 2's the only one we haven't gone through, I mean.
Yes, that's true. Hey.
Are you guys okay with that? Not investigating it, I mean?
So what? We found door 9. We don't need any of the other doors.
What's the point? What's the point of going to door 9? We can't all go through it, right? Then we should do what we have to do before we go any further. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The best way to finish it quickly is to do the barter paces first. You know? Or what? You think all 7 of us should go through door 9? And what? And then we argue who stays behind and who gets to go? Do we really want to do that again? Who knows? If we check out door 2, maybe we'll find something. Maybe we can find a way to get out, like all of us. I don't know what might be there. We might not find anything. But you don't think it'd be better to at least look? I mean, am I wrong? Does that sound wrong to ya? She's making sense. Yeah, you do have a point. Also, I love you very much, Clover. The others nodded in agreement. The last time I checked, the clock was 4:30. It's not like we have a lot of time, but if we're quick about it, we might have time to take a look. And that's the only door I haven't gone through yet. Oh no, I haven't gone through 3 yet either. You're right. Let's go take a look at door 2. But I'm going. They were back in front of the elevator. Nearby was the large hospital room. The elevator can take us down to door 2.
Who goes it?
Let's see. Me. I'm going.
Then, June 7 and I need to go with her.
Wait. What about... Can I... What? No, I want to go! 4 plus 3 plus 6 plus 7 equals 20! 2 plus 0 equals 2! And her voice is super recognizable.
I don't mind. We'd only waste time arguing over it.
The voices for all the characters are pretty good. Do you mean my voices? Because if so, thank you. Jumpy, I'm okay too.
See?
Can we just go now? Fine. Yes, my voices too, thank you. Alright, let's just get going. I'll see you later. Okay, be careful. I wanna go! Let me go! I'm the only one who can make Clover feel love again! They climbed into the elevator. Junpei listened to it creak and rattle its way to the bottom deck. Only Junpei, Ace, and Lotus were left. As the elevator rumbled out of sight, Ace spoke.
Lotus, please, would you to go with me?
I'll go with you? I didn't think people still talked like that outside the 1950s. Well, I'm a mother. Would that be a problem for you? Oh, does that confirm that Lotus is single? Oh, Junpei, now's your chance. I'll talk.
That's not I mean. No.
He's voiced by Raiden in Mortal Kombat. That's kind of cool.
I hope you come with me.
Huh, seriously though, I'm kidding. So, where was it you wanted to take me?
Something I wish to show you.
Hey man, what the hell? I'm not important. Oh no! Oh, don't go with him! Don't go! go with him! No, Lotus, stop!
Not like that. Once I show Lotus, I show you.
Really?
Hey, course.
Ace's smile was for no, Lotus, no! Fine, do whatever you want.
Hey, arigato. Junpei. Hey, Lotus. Ike.
Fine. It doesn't look like they're going to be back anytime soon. I might as well go and see what it is you think is so important.
Hey, 始めました. Well then, we go.
Ace turned and began to walk. Lotus followed. They disappeared into the hallway on the left. Time seemed to drag as Junpei waited for the others. Jeez, they're so slow. If I was in there, it'd probably be worse. What's keeping Ace and Lotus? Dang, he's an old man. He probably couldn't last that long. Suddenly, the elevator opened. Oh, what did they find in there? A single person stood there. Clover! I guess you're the first one back? It was only Clover inside. He didn't see the rest. She looked at Junpei, then slowly, purposefully, stepped out of the elevator. The doors closed behind her. Where's everybody else? What happened? She didn't answer. Instead, her eyes swept the room and settled on Junpei. Where are Ace and Lotus? Huh? Oh, Ace said he wanted to show Lotus something, so they went into the hallway, and then I heard a lot of yelling and screaming. Lotus was screaming, but I think, yeah, they're doing something kind of nasty over there, so just leave them alone. Yeah, she said things like, help me, oh God, oh God. I mean, it sounds like Ace is pretty good, but, I mean, is an old man really that good? It's like, I don't know. Junpei explained what had happened. Ah, then they went over there? Her voice was small and timid. Yeah, I think so. He repeated his earlier question. So, where are June, Santa 7? Why aren't they with you? Do ya really want to know? There was something wrong with her smile. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Here. Let me show you. Clover pulled something out of her pocket and tossed it on the floor at Junpei's feet. Huh? He looked down. On the floor in front of him were metal rings. Bracelets? Well, they're not watches. Oh my. Holy shit. Junpei collapsed. No way, no. This is some kind of joke. This can't be real. Junpei's body felt like rubber. His heart felt like a cold lump on his chest. His hands shook uncontrollably. Sweat poured down his face. The 3 bracelets sat there on the floor before him. He could see the numbers on their faces. 3, 7, 6.
Yeah, you know how to remove the bracelets right now. You've played this game like 4 times now.
But why? Junpei's voice was flat and broken. Clover's response was cold. Revenge for my brother.
He was forced into door 3 and murdered. You need at least 3 people to open a door. Who were the 2 that opened the door with him? It could only have been Santa and 7. That's why I killed them. 2 plus 3 plus 7 is 12. 1 plus 2 is 3.
But why? Why did you kill Jude?
Because she tried to protect them. She was in my way. She had to die too.
Finally! I mean, no! No! Junpei shook his head, trying desperately to wake himself from what had to be a bad dream. No. It couldn't. Just couldn't.
Hey, Junpei?
He felt Clover's hand on his shoulder. Her smile was wrong. Horribly wrong. Her face looked like a mask made from stretched human skin. The smile that parted her lips did not extend to her eyes. They were dead and empty. The girl in front of him was no longer the Clover he had known. Perhaps she was not even human. It's okay, we can work through this, Clover.
Let's go, Junpei.
Is this the good ending? This is the good ending! Alright, we got the good ending! Okay, Clover, now that you're insane, I'm gonna lie here, step on me a little bit, make me feel some pain. Her hand reached out toward him.
Let's get out of here. Let's leave this ship.
What the hell are you talking about?
To open a numbered door.
To open a numbered...
Yes, I know. You need at least 3 people. But as long as we have this...
Once again, Clover reached into her pocket and pulled something out. That's... It was another bracelet. Junpei could see the number on the face. 0. She doesn't know! She doesn't know! It's actually a 6! The 0 bracelet. You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
See, you get it now. If we have the 0 bracelet, we can leave. You and I can open door 9 with just the 2 of us. 4 plus 5 plus 0. What does that equal, Junpei? You can do it. Oh, no? You're at a loss for words for how happy you are. I know. This is a happy ending for me too. I'll give you a hint. It's 9. See? So let's go. Come on. Hurry up, you big boy. Oh, think of all the things we can do together. Oh, you're so happy you can't speak. Oh, maybe a little kiss will encourage you.
She shoved her hand out again. Junpei looked up at Clover. She had the face of a demon, but there was something else. A holy light that surrounded her. She was both a fierce god and a benevolent goddess filled with love.
Junpei.
Her voice was soft. Her eyes weren't empty anymore. They were deep. So deep, Junpei could feel himself falling into them. He felt dizzy. There was something oddly bewitching about her. His mind was beginning to crack. His heart was beginning to melt.
Junpei.
The hand she was offering him, it looked so soft. So inviting. Clover. Junpei reached out with his own trembling hand and closed it over hers.
Yeah?
Junpei writhed in agony. He shuddered and twitched, his body spasming as he went into shock. He screamed until his throat was torn and bloody. Then he screamed more. His cries echoed across the room. Eventually, his movement slowed, then faded. There was no more strength left in Junpei. He could feel his body begin to go numb. He no longer felt pain. He no longer felt anything. Whatever Junpei had been was gone. The last remnants of his mind began to fade, even as his vision faded into nothingness. He saw Clover.
Thanks, Junpei. I'm just gonna borrow this, okay?
Her smile was cold. What was left of Junpei's conscious mind, drifted away. All that was left was a twisted, broken corpse.
You were always kinda cute, Junpei. I'll give you a kiss goodbye. Bye, Junpei. I would say see you later, but we both know that's not gonna happen.
Well, that was the bad ending. I literally got an achievement that says, "Can I ask you a question?" I literally got an achievement for that. Thank you, 999. I think I am going to take a quick bathroom break, and then after that, we'll go down this route. So, I'll be right back, guys. Hello, everybody. How's everyone doing? We didn't necessarily learn from that ending. Yeah, but that was a scary ending. I like that in each ending it's someone different. That it's someone different who is like the evil guy. Like the first one was Ace, and then it's Santa, and then it's Clover. That's weird, man. I like this idea. I like this idea that like if you don't help everyone, or if you don't help everyone doing the thing that they're doing, like someone eventually breaks. That's really cool. You know, I really like stories that kind of have this idea of like the preservation of the self and the preservation of the group. That's always an interesting concept to me. That's always been a really interesting concept to me. So I'm gonna go down the white door because I want to see the red bad ending, I guess. So I'm gonna go down the white door in preparation for seeing that one. But first we're gonna go here. Okay, great. Now that we're here, now we can go here. Okay, so we know what this is. They're all like trying to figure out who is going to be the sacrifice. And then Ace is like, I'm going to be the sacrifice. And I was like, oh, who are we going to go through? And I say, door 3, I guess. I'm not sure how they're going to get inside door 3. Because if you guys remember, you can't go inside door 3 because their digital root is 6. And 6 only splits into 7 and 8. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, their digital root is 6, which means they can only split into 7 and 8. Yeah, they lost 1 and 2. 9 minus 3 is equal to 6. And 7 and 8. Yeah, so we're door 3. I want to go through the number door 3.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, just gonna give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us are 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 2 combinations which can go through door 3 with 3 people. 3, 4, 5, or 6, 7, 8. That's it. Of course, 2 teams can't go through the same door.
I see, that means one team would get left behind.
That's right.
That doesn't happen if we go through door 7 or 8?
No, they're fine. We've got 3 options.
Santa began to explain.
Option A, numbers. Option B, more numbers. Option C, even more numbers. Those are the only 3 options. That's it.
No, 2 teams can't go through the same door because once you go through, it's engaged. So which means you can't go back through it, I think.
At least if we want to get all 6 of us out of here.
Wait, that was when Junpei realized. Gonna get some candy? Get some good candy for me. Plan A that divides 2 teams. 3, 5, 8, and 4, 6, 7. Plan B divides into 2 teams. Plan C divides into 2 teams. But that means there was one thing they all had in common. 5 and 6 can never be on the same team. If we want all 6 of us to go through a door, then June and I can't go into the same one. Damn it! How am I gonna donate money to her OnlyFans? June and Junpei had been watching June on Twitch since they were kids. He trusted her stream more than anything else on the strip. If he chose 7 or 8, her Twitch would be taken away from her. Was that something he was prepared to do?
Have you mulled it over enough, or do you need more time? Anyway, that's the deal. Think it over, ho ho ho. You can't choose 3. If you choose 3, you're leaving 3 people behind to die.
Junpei preparing his tier 3 sub.
What are you gonna do? 7 or 8, choose.
Junpei thought hard. After thinking it over, his conclusion was, still door 3! Sorry, Santa. Still want to go through door 3.
That's nuts! You're crazy, man! Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just... Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say. I'm just curious about door 3, that's all.
That doesn't explain shit!
Well, you see, the flowchart told me that I'd already been through 7 and 8, so I need to go through door 3. Yeah, keep in mind, Junpei doesn't know they can come back at this point. Good point. I've got a reason. I'd be happy to explain it to you. Just come with me. With that, he began walking toward the door. Their curiosity likely getting the better of them. The others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that it wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the 3 door. Junpei stopped. I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
Why?
Please, just do it. He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Yeah, you happy?
Yeah, thanks. I knew I could count on you, big boy.
Oh, yeah, well, you my boy too. I got you, 7. Oh, I got you, Junpei. Oh.
I love 7. The number 7 had been entered. Next is June. Please touch the red like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep. I think...
No, you don't.
Don't call me out like this, June. Junpei thought about his answer for a moment. 7 is great. I think I might have found another way out. Junpei did not find another way out. Junpei didn't realize for the longest time that the numbered doors mean numbers on the doors. And you're telling me he figured out another way out? No. Really? That got them excited. And June got a little horny, but she was always horny for Junpei. Just as Junpei had intended. Now please, June.
Okay.
Smartest and dumbest, I agree. Alright, 7 plus 6, 13. 1 plus 3 is 4. With those 2 numbers in the red, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner, and the 3rd asterisk blinked on. 4 plus 5. 9. Alright. The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus. So, what's your point? You don't get it? Think about it. What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
Boy, I am a computer hacker. Don't you lecture me on math.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
It would be 9. See, I could do that lickety-split because I'm a computer hacker and you still in the 3rd grade.
How's it going? Entertaining? Yes, and what's the digital root will be if you add 3 to that.
3, the door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa or Lotus and Clover. Fairly good southern accent, thank you. One of you moves, and the other won't have a choice. So I'm waiting. Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever.
You son of a bitch, you tricked us! Then all that stuff you were going on about is bullshit!
Bullshit? I didn't think so. Didn't I tell you you'd figure out there's another way to get out of here? This is it!
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy.
You did this so you could go through the same door as that Twitch thought! That's it?
Santa was furious, his face red. Flecks of spit flew out of his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly, then opened them again. So, who's it gonna be? Santa? Lotus? Clover? Shit! Let's go, Clover. Huh? Lotus leapt forward. Oh, dang, they're actually doing it! I would have said, they could have easily just said, I'll scan, but I'm not gonna walk in. But their emotions are getting the better of them. If I was Santa, I would have scanned, but I'm said, I'm not going in there. So you feel free to blow yourself up. And then Junpei was like, ah, darn, it didn't work. But no, they're falling for it. I have never seen this before. Junpei is actually smarter than them. Junpei is smarter than Lotus. This is a miracle. Oh, Zero in heaven, you have given Junpei brain cells. Oh. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei at the door. Well, fucking shit, fucks! Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment, then shot forward like a bullet from a gun. Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover. No, wait! Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red. This is insane! This isn't right! He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving. Yes, well, I mean, you may be right. Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort. But... He turned to the red and pulled the lever. With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain open for 9 seconds. There was no time to think. Go! Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after another. You know, Santa could literally just not go and kill you. You know that, right? Junpei? He can't just not enter because if he stays, he'd be leaving the ones he went through to die. Yeah, that's the ultimatum. That's the ultimatum. You would just say, hey, I'm going to scan, but I'm not going to go through, so feel free to die. We would make an ultimatum to him. That's the whole ultimatum that I want him to make. But they weren't thinking. Lotus and Santa fell for it. Oh, dang, Junpei, up top. No, this doesn't make up for all the times you've been an idiot. No sooner did they enter, did an all too familiar noise sound from their left wrists. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Clover and Lotus on the other side of the door. You left behind 2 girls! This is the worst ending! Junpei, what have you done? No. They stood still, stopped when they had been where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed, and they were gone. You left behind the 2 best girls for the worst girl! Are you an idiot, Junpei? You son of a bitch, Junpei, this isn't fair! Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes, his knuckles white. Do you realize what you just did? You leave them out there and they can't...
Shut it, that's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but 7.
We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the four of them would be.
We got less than a minute. No time for screwing around. Get moving!
Damn it, you and I are not done yet, bastard! They scattered and began to scour the room. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found. Where the hell is it? Corridors stretched out in 3 directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal.
It's probably next to the dead body.
June, how did you know there was a dead...
Internet?
There was only one way out. The other door.
Over there, it's gotta be behind the door.
7 ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. No, it's not a thing, it's a door. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled. Damn, it's pitch dark inside!
Can't see a thing.
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room. Ugh. No. Wait. Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall. I found the dead! The dead's right over here! He stepped into the room. Whoa! Ah! Call back to Shuichi screams. What? The floor is slippery. This looks like a fun slip and slide. Junpei decided he should take a few seconds to play with the slip and slide. So he knelt down, squished his butt against the slippery material, and slid down on his belly. This is kind of fun. It smells weird, but oh well. What was?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
There's something.
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The 3 others piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Did I remember there was an L.R over there? There's an LLR. I don't know. Nothing could be easily identified with only a sense that something terrible shared the room. But there was no time to say so.
Wait, get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over. There it is! In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. Ooh, I like how there's blood on it. You gotta go for now? Thanks so much for stopping by, Worthy Edge. I hope I see you again. We're going to probably be finishing 999 tomorrow, and then after that we might start a fun new game, so I hope you can make it for both. Pants. Pants. Pants! 7 leaned against the wall, gulping air. His breathing began to return to normal. He glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped.
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face. I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What?
The sound of retching came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in their race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench. Like burnt and rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose with every breath he took. This is... He felt his stomach clench, and bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
The light spilled in from the door, barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, with the toll of the last few minutes apparently in his gait, 7 walked toward it. Oh, squishy sounds. Yummy. He stopped as he got close and extended his fingers towards the switch.
Okay, guys. Flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and... A scream echoed through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat, then froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him. What? Hey.
This is...
What was left of the body sat in a sea of blood, with chunks of flesh torn from the body, sat in the blood like tiny islands in a great Red Sea. A vast, ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and became stuck there as they dried. Globules of yellowish fat had left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down to the wall, even as they dried to it.
Looks like an explosion.
Seven's voice was low and strained.
Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh God. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
It's definitely an open fracture.
It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in odd and unnatural ways. His left arm split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. Rest in spaghetti, never forgetty. Indeed. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
The face is the worst.
Yeah. You can't even tell who that is.
Half of his head simply collapsed. The blood coating almost made it look like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie, the white shirt, the jacket with the yellow piping, and the gray slacks. But the clothes are... They were all familiar to Junpei.
Zed. Snake.
Santa's voice wavered as he spoke. His mouth dry. Oh my God. Finally, Junpei spoke. Why did this happen?
No!
June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human. No. She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair. Junpei could hear the sound of her hair tearing. Stop! Calm down! He grabbed for her wrist. Hey! But as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit.
Please, get me out.
She screamed at the door, and her fist slammed it with a hollow sound. Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles. June! She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry. Her fists flailed against the door. June! Junpei couldn't watch anymore. He ran to June and wrapped his arm around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door. Calm down. Let go of me. Please calm down. She scrambled for a moment. Her legs skittered across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared, and her body went limp in Junpei's arm. June collapsed toward the floor, and Junpei knelt down with her. He felt drops of something warm and wet. Was she crying? No, you would think in this situation she wouldn't be crying. Come on, Junpei. A moment later, she began to sob. Her shoulders shook, and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain. We haven't seen any Junpei-June bonding, so this is actually kind of interesting to me. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be alright, June. It's gonna be okay. Okay. Kenny! Her name was a whisper. I'll be here with you, okay? She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently, but not in a creepy way or anything. His face was so close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgia. Junpei, I swear to God, you better not be, like, on this. Do you feel better?
Yes. But I'd like to stay here. For a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
You know, I find it very interesting, just to comment on that. In Japan, for some reason, saying your body is so warm is considered romantic. Like, it's supposed to be romantic, but in my eyes, it's just kind of weird. Oh, your body is so warm. It's like, oh. Several minutes had passed before June's tears had dried. Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet. They didn't speak. Neither did Seven or Santa. The person was dead. He had died in that room. In a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it. But mourning would do no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead. We'd better get to it.
To what?
To finding it.
What's it?
I don't know, it just says you found it. Hey! Dead body escape room! I see why it's considered romantic, but IDK. Well, I know that in Japan, touching the opposite sex, even something that's like a handshake, is kind of taboo. Let alone like an arm around their shoulder. That's like, oh, that's promiscuous. Like they're very very strict on their public displays of affection. So I can understand when someone says your body is so warm, it implies that like we're hugging. So I can understand why they might find that romantic, because like, oh, I get to hold you. Like, I get to hold you privately. We're private and alone, and you wonder why they have a low birth rate. I mean, to tell you the truth, America's getting there too. America's birth rate has been declining. Marriages are failing at astronomical rates, so, I mean, we're not all that far behind Japan. So maybe that's a little bit of a warning. All right. But no, I completely understand why you say that you wonder why they have a low birth rate.
That's where we came in. I guess it's not locked, but really ain't no point, huh? All that's out there is a numbered door. We can't go back to the numbered door even if we wanted to.
What is this? Oh, we can turn off the light. That might come in handy. Those letters written in blood. LR. Do you think that's some sort of dying message from Snake?
No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you.
Oh, that's a good point. The moment you explode, right? The only way you could have written this message in blood is if you were bleeding. But there wasn't. But if Snig exploded, he couldn't have gotten the blood. So the only possibility was he was bleeding, unless somebody actually stabbed him or like actually cut him in some way. He wouldn't have that blood. Upside down, they spell Leon. Okay, let's look at it upside down. Then this.
The way the blood's dried tells you it's real old. Whoever's blood this is ain't no snake.
And you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago?
Yeah. Okay, so they're finally here. Performing for you.
I was aiming for the poll, but... what are these? Bathroom? Are these serious? Did old bathrooms seriously allow you to see over the stall? What? Hey, a bucket. And a broom. Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. Ice 9. It was June! Ice 9.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh? He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face.
Oh, you just reminded me. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You were always playing around with a broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
I was?
Don't you remember? That was where we first met and where I fell on top of you and our faces got really close and I even kissed you on that day.
No, you didn't. I didn't have my first kiss.
You serious? You don't remember? I mean, it's okay.
This is why June has gone insane, because he chose a very dumb boyfriend. Junpei stared at the broom in his hand.
You mean you don't remember that
Oh my god! It really is this case! Oh my god! June spent a romantic day with Junpei, and they're like, that was the day I fell in love with you, and Junpei has no idea what the hell she's talking about. Oh, this is great! She looked very sad. He shook his head. Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that? It's gonna be the wrong day. It was terrible. They were in 6th grade. Are we gonna get actual backstory between these two? Like, all we've gotten is, we were in elementary school together. June and Junpei had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean the rabbit hutches every morning. On the final day of school before summer vacation, Junpei overslept. He rushed over to the school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches. Is that little June? Oh my god, look at her. Look at her with her oversized, like, sweater. Kinda cute. No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. No idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch. The first thing he saw was blood. They weren't very good classroom pet caretakers. The hutch was filled with dead bodies of rabbits. Oh no. You know, this is a thing that actually happens. If rabbits are put too close together, they just kill each other. They just murder each other. It is crazy. Like, rabbits are so freaking territorial. Like, for people who have a rabbit, like for any of you who own a bunny as a pet, it's like if you have 1 or 2 of them, oh my god. It's actually, like, you'll see all sorts of warnings. Like, pet owners will, like, pet suppliers or stuff like that, they'll give you all sorts of warnings of not to put too many rabbits in one area, because they will murder the frick out of each other. That is no joke. Like, rabbits are either silent and not make any noise, or just like vicious murderers. Rabbits have no freaking soul. Like, I am telling you. Even after their teachers and friends had come to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you...
Oh my god! What if June was... June! Okay, calling it right now. She was the one who killed him. I'm calling it right now. June has two personalities, and one of them's like, I kill rabbits for fun, and the other one was like, oh no, they all died. Who could have done this? This girl, this. Do not trust this girl. She killed all the rabbits to get close to Junpei. That's what she did. I'm calling it right now. June killed the rabbits to get close to Junpei. 100% calling it right now. I'm 100% right. Don't let her sneeze.
You held my hand and you looked very serious and you said, don't cry. I'm gonna catch the person who did this. After you told me that, I finally stopped crying. And I had achieved my goal.
What?
Well, the real fun...
Well, the real fun was after you quit crying. You told me we were going to catch the killer together. Oh my god, it's all falling into place. June killed the rabbits just to get closer to June. This girl is a little psychopath. Oh my god. June smiled, and a little bit of the flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember. The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. The school kept rosters. Junpei and June decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals. They would ambush the killer at night. Too bad the killer were operated by day. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night. The quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air. As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky. And June's, Akane Kuroshiki's face. The night was something Junpei knew he would never forget so long as he lived. But the murderer never showed up.
We waited for them all summer vacation.
And they never showed up. They spent all summer vacation sitting behind a chicken coop. Junpei is one hell of a simp. God damn, Junpei.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
He felt the same way. But it was good to hear her say it. Although, you know, if you think about it, we're probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
What do you mean?
She looked up at him, confused. Well, come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits actually showed up, they probably would have a knife or something, or maybe like a revolver that's gold, and maybe they would own their own pharmaceutical company or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried, because you were there.
Oh my god. This girl is horny with the smell of rotting flesh right next to her. She blushed furiously.
You know, no one else wanted to take care of the animals.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the subject.
I was the only one who asked to do it. At first.
Yeah, boys really don't want to bother with taking care of... What do you mean? I love taking care of animals.
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were going to make me do something else. You know how that school was? I figured it'd be better if I was working with somebody who wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't going to tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Yeah, it is. He nodded quickly, and much too earnestly, and quickly looked away at something very important.
Really?
Of course. That hadn't been the reason, of course. he has to take care of the rabbits so he could be near June. Junpei, you are getting played beyond your mind. This girl is a hit it and quit it. She gonna get married. She's gonna get married. You're gonna get her pregnant. She's gonna have a child. She's gonna leave you with the child, but you're still gonna have to pay child support. That is how conniving this girl is. It had been so long ago. He couldn't bring himself to tell her how he felt back then. It would be embarrassing. He took up a quick breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and snatched it out of the air. Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? You do that too? Hot fire! I am disappointed! We gotta figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Yes. I'm gonna look over there.
June nodded curtly, and then turned and walked away. I should get back to it myself. That's right, the pool of blood. Junpei turned around and looked at the room. That snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor. Going on about old times right next to a corpse. What were we doing? Well, maybe it's because we're in this mess, despite such a situation. Or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that it could find. The rabbits are all dead! How is this far from death? My god, Junpei! Still, Junpei couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before him. I have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too. As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think about was how much he wanted to live. Okay, a broom! Oh my god! This broom led to a backstory about rabbits. What?
What are you doing with that broom?
Nothing. A bucket?
It's a tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy, you remember they gave us,
What? Something clean it up.
and all they gave you was a sponge in a bucket like this?
Hey, we can't leave the past in the past. It's a tin bucket. I didn't, well, yeah. It's a thick pipe.
Junpei, I bet you have a pretty thick pipe.
Stop, June, not now! Toilet paper! Gotta stock up for COVID. Oh, wait, what? It's
Toilet paper with some kind of symbols on it.
You think?
You think maybe it's a Skytail cipher?
Skytail cipher? Is that a thing? What the hell is that? Oh,
Skytail cipher, what the hell is that?
Here, you wrap a piece of paper around the stick and write several sentences on it, so that the whole paper's filled up. Then you unwrap the paper so you can't tell the original messages. That's how it works, more or less. Then to decipher, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one.
same diameter as the original.
Yeah. Then you just wrap the paper around that stick, you can read the code.
Oh, so you're telling me I should combine this with this. What if I wrap the toilet paper around the broom? Alright, what does it say? Come on. What does it say? I can't,
Oh, so you wrap the toilet paper around the broom. Looks like the symbols line up perfectly. It says 634 plus.
634 plus. No, that's my favorite number. 634 positive. How about this? A wooden box. There's something in here. Luminol. Huh.
What the hell is this thing? Some kind of spray bottle. There's something written on it. Lumen. I can't read anything. The label's still faded.
Better than 364 minus? Fair enough.
Let me see that.
He just grabbed it. He just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice.
Oh, this is luminal. You know, forensic guys use it at crime scene.
I'm telling you, Seven is some kind of super cop. I'm telling you. That is who he is. We know that Lotus is a cybersecurity expert, aka also a computer hacker. We know that Ace is a pharmaceutical company owner, and Seven is a super cop. I have no idea about Santa. June is probably a college student like Junpei. Snake, I don't know about Snake, and Clover is a cutie pie.
Oh yeah, that stuff glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even when the blood's been wiped off, it'll still glow.
Oh, okay. So I think I have an idea, but let's investigate the rest of the room first. Lights. The light bulb provides light for this room. Thank you, Junpei. Open. Blue.
What do you think this is?
It's toilet cleaner.
Looks like tar. It's kind of sticky. I don't think we could just wipe it off. I doubt pouring some water's gonna help either.
So you need you need to make it hot. What about hot water? Oh god, I think like June. It's okay. Relax.
Hot water?
If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, maybe that would wash it off.
So you just want me to pee in here or something? Or, that's warm. Anything here?
It's a water tank for a toilet. Which reminds me, hey Mana, you have to go call administration to change your toilet plunger because for some reason it leaks and causes the toilet to keep flushing.
Oh, thanks, Santa. Oh, crap. I hate it, like, it just keeps going sometimes.
Clever. I don't know when they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever. What?
Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC?
What?
Organized crime.
Was that some kind of police slang?
Probably.
Well, what'd I say? He looks all sad now. He was a cop! He was a cop! He was a cop! Let's just check it out, all right? Well, he's not wasting any time. Oh, screwdriver. What? Screwdriver.
It's a screwdriver. We can unscrew things with this. Was there something we need to unscrew somewhere?
Yeah, we needed to unscrew Junpei's head so we can fit the brain back in. Toilet tank. There's nothing in it. So in this game, are they stuck? We're stuck on a ship. Hotfire. We're stuck on a sinking ship. Which means we can't flush it. Kind of hard to flush a toilet without water. There's some toilet paper here. Alright. Next here. Oh, this one's open. Anything in here?
Nothing in the toilet.
If there was, it would be gross.
Alright, nothing here.
There might be something in the tank. Let's open that shit up.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yo, what is up with what's his face? What is up with Zero and putting stuff in toilets?
It's a red card. Probably key card. You remember you saw a card reader anywhere?
Let me see. Nothing else. Next toilet? Here?
I already checked all 3 toilets, you know. Nothing unusual.
Thanks, Santa. I didn't want to check all 6.
It's a thermometer. Oh, do you know the open temperature? Dang. Yeah, when things get really hot, we call that open.
Can you get it off?
No, it's screwed to the wall. But maybe.
Hey, Junpei. You know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No, they don't. No, they don't. There are plenty of thermometers that go higher than 100. Have you ever, I don't know, checked the weather? What? They don't! No, I can't say I ever thought about that. Because they don't!
At 107 degrees, the cells in the human body start to die, and your organs begin to shut down. The proteins in your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it's not like it's gonna become a raw egg. In other words, it's dead, Jim. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point. Unless you're trying to measure the weather outside, or maybe you got a meat thermometer to make sure your meat is cooked correctly, or maybe you got a thermometer for boiling water, or, oh my god, you telling me that thermometers don't go past 107?
Oh my god, Santa. Yeah, but it's pretty rare for a fever to get that. You guys are thinking in just medicine? I can't.
Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like what?
Well, let's see. Something like getting locked in a sauna, or getting thrown in an incinerator and burnt to death. Wink, not talking about another ending.
Yeah, I guess that would be a little hotter than 107 degrees. Alright, I got it. What's up? Don't give me another science lesson, Santa.
Nothing, forget about it.
What was that all about? There's something in the back? Nope.
Oh, you took the thermometer off.
Sinking, shaking ship. Did someone drug them? Yes, they literally did.
It says open at the bottom. I wonder what that means.
I wonder. Maybe when it gets hot, something will open. Let's see what this is.
Password's 4 digits.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Santa, for that enlightening... Okay, well, it looks like we have to... A red light and a blue light, so let's scan the red thing.
The red light's on, Jumpy.
Okay, now we need a blue light, so let's look for a blue card. In here. What the frick? There's a piece of paper tied to this wire.
Notice: drain valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause drain to overflow.
Okay, don't flush the pipes. Okay, so we can move these. I'll take care of it, guys. Alright, they're gone. There's water coming out of here. Oh, let's see if water's coming out of here. Shit, that's hot! Really hot! Man, that water must be just about boiling. But, Chat69, thank you so much for, the dating, website. I'm just saying, if you guys need if you guys need lonely singles, I'm just saying. Man, that water must be about boiling. Okay, so maybe we can fill it with the bucket? Bucket. Maybe I can use the shower here to fill the bucket with hot water. Seven, could you turn on the shower? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head.
Yeah, okay, sure thing.
Bucket filled with hot water. It's filled with water. Try not to spill, okay?
It's heavy.
Okay, I'll carry it, you wimp. Can we combine this and this? Wait, where's the clock? Apparently not. But, since the water is supposedly unlimited, we can put it there. And then this is here. Okay, so I think I have everything I need. Let's start with this. let's put this in here. All right, I'm gonna pour hot water into this tank, and
Looks like you filled it. Yeah, you maybe should be able to flush it now, right? There's probably a handle somewhere on the tank that you can pull.
you think so?
Serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how flushing works.
I like how this is very old school. There's a pipe that goes in to fill this up. That's very old school. Where is the handle? All right, let's flush it. Well, there it goes. Just like how a toilet should work. And there we go. 185. Okay, I need to write this down. Crap.
Hey, stuff's washed off. Looks like the writing was numbers.
185? What is this?
You got me, it just looks like numbers.
Okay, let's see here. We got 634 plus 185. Okay, 634, 185. 634 plus 185. Perfect. Wait, it just deletes. Okay, fine. We'll have to remember it later. And then next, we're gonna go luminol here. Spray it here. If this is like this, then maybe there's more here.
Wait, you don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you?
I mean, yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here, but maybe I should try it. There's clearly a message written in blood here. Obviously, you're supposed to use it here. And now you just turn off the lights. There it is. LLRLRL.
Just like you thought, Junpei. There's some more letters showing up after the LLR. See?
It says LLRLRL. Okay. So obviously, we go here, and we go L. So that's left. L. R. L. R. L. Well, I did what it said on the wall. Wonder if it actually did anything. Well, turn on the water.
Hey, this drain's acting up. What the hell did you do?
I messed with the valves a little bit. Nothing big. Where's the drain that's backing up? Where is it? Oh, there? Not that. Oh, here. Oh, hey, there's something in there.
Jumpy, the card is floating.
Looks like the water floated the car. I didn't even know there was a card there. Okay, can we just take off the thing then? The blue card is floating. Then just grab it! Just move it around! There must be water flowing through the pipe on the right. The water's pouring out of the drain. Thank you! Blue key card. Okay. I think that's it.
Come on, man. I already said I checked them. You don't trust me?
Sorry, Santa. Okay. Next, blue card.
Great job, Jumpy. Both of the lights are on now. Now you just need to put the password.
Okay, but what about this? Not that. Where's item? Item. What about this? We still haven't opened this. So let's try you doing this. Yeah, I can get the hot water on the thermometer. Then why didn't you just put it in the bucket? All right, thermometer, let's get this all right, thermometer, let's get this party started. Junpei, are you talking to inanimate objects again? Looks like it's doing the trick. There goes the gauge. Now it's at the open mark. Huh, it opened. No! What's this? Looks like there's a paper in here. Okay. Six, 3, 4. 6, 3, 4, 185. 6, 3, 4, 185, 975. 634-185-975. 634-185-975. 634-185. 634-185-975. 634-185-975. This is the first time this calculator has actually been useful. 634-185-975. Is it 975 or 957? Whoops. Let's do it again. 635 plus 185 plus 957. 635. Wait, crap. 634! 634! I knew I... 634-185-957. 634 plus 185 plus 957. 1776. Time to sign the Declaration of Independence.
Both lights are on. We should be able to enter the password now. What's with the E and C? Oh my god. E means enter, C means clear, I think. After you put in the password, press E, or you can C.
In 1776, John Hancock said, "Haha, hello, I'm gonna sign really big so no one else can sign because I'm gonna be in the way." We did it.
What did we find? What did we find?
You found it! I love this game. I hate this game. You're not good with history, but you're good with doing this. Huh? Wait. Let's take a look. Huh? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it going by itself?
Well, I figure we might want to come back here.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is it going on its own? Alright. I think my controller was acting up. Okay. Let me go back. Outside the shower room was a hallway that extended off to the right and left.
There's a large iron door at the end.
Let's take a look. They moved a few steps toward the door when Junpei heard the sound of metal on metal. Oh yeah, that hot metal on metal action. Huh? They turned around. Seven was doing something to the door of the shower. What are you doing, Seven?
I figured maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So I stuck a broom to keep the door there from shutting. Alright, let's go.
With that, he stood up and began walking down the hallway. He brushed past Junpei and kept going. After a moment, the rest of them followed. Before long, they found themselves at the large iron door. They had only been there for a moment when June spoke up.
Jumpy, look.
He turned. On the right side of the hallway was a piece of paper attached to the wall. Who just leaves random pieces of the map around? Zero, clean up after yourself. What's up?
What's that on the wall?
Oh, I think it's... Junpei ran over and peeled it off. It's a map of the ship's interior.
It says sea deck.
So it's the map for this floor. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now. Junpei folded the map and stuffed it into his pocket. Back at the door, the four of them lined up in front of it. Santa stepped forward. He grabbed the door and turned to look back at the rest of them.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
They nodded. Santa nodded back and threw open the door. All four of them leapt through. Oh, this is awkward. How's it going, Lotus?
What the?
You're shitting me.
It only took a moment for them to realize where they were.
We're, back.
They had been there only a short time ago. It was the large hospital room filled with countless beds. Lotus and Clover looked up as they entered. Ace was there as well, although he looked as though he only had just woken up.
Clover, Lotus, Ace! I'm glad you're all okay. Lotus, what are you?
The moment they spotted Junpei, Lotus and Clover headed straight for him. As she neared him, Lotus drew back her hand. Oof! Lotus, can you do that again? Oh, yeah, one more time, please. Oh, yes. Oh yeah, that felt good. Thanks, Lotus. And slapped him open-palmed across the face. How could you do this to us? Her face was furious. She grabbed Junpei by the collar and shook him violently. Junpei was, oh yeah, yes. Clover didn't touch him, but the hate in her eyes was no less potent. It was Seven who stopped them.
Hey, knock it off. We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
His deep voice echoed across the massive room. Lotus glared at Seven, but just let Junpei go after one last vicious shake. What?
Go have a look. I stuck a screwdriver in the door.
And now we know where he got the screwdriver from.
That door over there, well, one without a number. So long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut. So you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I snuck a broom in there too. Anyway, go take a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through a numbered door?
Yeah, that's about the size of it.
What the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Dang, Seven, just tell him. Fine, let's go. Lotus and Clover looked at one another for a moment, then nodded and stepped through the door. This is a very weird change. This time they didn't go through two doors, they only went through one door, so they only have one clue instead of two of them. Ace had made his way to them, moving with the stiff shuffling of someone who has only just awoken from a lengthy slumber.
My goodness. I know I say I sure you come back. I don't think it happened so soon.
Ace shook his head weakly.
Should I go as well? Yeah.
Seven nodded.
Very well.
Ace followed Lotus and Clover with his stiff, tired gait. The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl. It sounded like the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he heard it, he never got used to it. Every time, it put him on edge. It didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more ghost-like than a living human should. I think I've seen this before. Yeah, so I guess now we're back at that point where we're deciding who murdered who? Yeah. Oh, but we're on this path, so we're only going to get one choice here. All right, so now we're talking about, if you guys remember, this is the theory of how Snake died. And we know it was Ace. Was Zero on the ship with them? Sure. Of course he was. That was obvious. But I don't know. Zero's somewhere on the ship, but Junpei had no idea where. Junpei mumbled to himself, lost in thought. Where could Zero be hiding? Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, but Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghost moaning noise. Moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared. It was Clover. Yeah, and now Clover accuses everyone of being a one of us. It's convenient that they have this skip feature. Okay, so it's 3 in the morning now. Oh, what's this? Here we go. They stopped in front of the elevator just next to the stairs that led to the casino in the kitchen. Between the two elevators was a card reader with the Mercury symbol engraved on it. Oh, so this leads to door 2, but in the previous events, we went through 2 doors and then we got a lot accomplished, and then we went through, and then another group went through the 3rd door. So then they had all 3 keys. This time around, because of Junpei's trick, they only had a chance to go through 1 door, which was the 3 door. So this is the only key that they have. They can only go through this door right now. So that's why they have no choice but to go through the 2 door. That makes sense. Junpei stood in front of it with the Mercury card key. Oh,
that's the...
yeah. I found it in the shower room.
I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
He took a deep breath and slid the card through the reader. It made a small beep, and the lights on the reader blinked to life. Now we can go. 7 people, including Junpei, climbed onto the elevator. Yeah, so this time around, we don't have as many doors to go through. We know that we have to go through door 6 in order to get to door 9, but we only have door 2 this time. So as a result, we can't go through all of them.
Looks like there are only 2 floor buttons working.
C and the bottom button.
The rest were destroyed, or did nothing when pushed. Time to head down then. Junpei hit that bottom button! The doors closed. Slowly, they began to move downward. Sometime later, all 7 of them stepped off the elevator and onto the bottom deck. They stepped off and saw the hallway to their right, ended somewhere between 20 and 25 feet in front of them. The hallway in front of them was a dead end. But not a regular dead. It had a door! Junpei, please learn what the definition of words. Yeah, it's a door 2. Immediately, they began to discuss who would go through it.
So who should go through the door this time?
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
Right. It's set up so we'll all be able to meet once again when we get through the numbered doors.
Hey, no need argumento at punto.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Any volunteer? I'll do it.
The first to speak up was 7. I'll go too.
Then I suppose I need to go too, then.
Junpei followed suit, which meant Lotus, by default, was the 3rd member. Not now. Junpei, no math right now. Alright, we're taking off.
Okay, please be careful.
Itadakimasu.
Jesus, you 2 acting like a married couple, you know?
Oh, well, it's not like I dream about that every single night. Every night since we killed those rabbits together, Junpei.
I didn't kill any rabbits.
Oh, that was just me then.
What? June blushed. So did Junpei. No, don't be silly. Cut it out. Perhaps in an attempt to hide his emotions, he quickly turned away to pull the lever on the red. The door opened. As they come to expect, there had been a short hallway on the other side.
All right, let's get going.
Lotus was the first through the door.
Yeah.
Let's do this! 7 was next. Junpei brought up the rear. We know. Oh, we know June was focused on that rear, that's for sure. Oh!
Hey, where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it. There it is, it's right there. Fortunately, it took them only moments to find the dead. They had been placed just inside the room next to the numbered door. Stop freaking out, it's always literally right next to you guys. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each of their bracelets. It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Seven and Lotus were breathing, hard and fast, just how they liked it.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Damn right.
Alright. Junpei looked around again. This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left. And only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the one at the end of the hall.
But that's got a metal plate over it. Doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way. After taking a look around at the room himself, Seven spoke.
Alright, let's get started. I think we probably better split up. You okay with that?
Yeah, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
Seven nodded to them and stepped into the room closest to him.
I'll try the one next to it.
At last, Junpei was left alone. I guess I better get started too. He looked intently at the remaining 3 doors. And will we seek a way out? We will find out next time. Oh man! That was crazy! So far, 3 endings. We got an ending where Santa took June into one of the doors. We got another one where literally Ace and Snake burned to death. I did not expect that. Oh my goodness. I freaking did not expect that. That was crazy. Frick, man. I don't know what to say. I was not expecting that. That was... Any theories? My theories just don't make a sense anymore. It's like, okay, we got Akane who disappeared off of the face of the earth because her projection was neutralized by the morphogenic field, which is the brain computer that controls our conscious thoughts because we're all robots. And Clover just killed us all. I think I did a really good job with that insane Clover voice. I'm just saying. I really like ad-libbing for like lots of different situations, especially when people get emotional, because you know, like the kind of the over-the-top sexiness I put on Clover, you know, that makes her feel creepy. It doesn't make her like I'm not sure you guys understood what Junpei said when he said he thought she was a goddess, like he hadn't seen anything so beautiful, or like he's simps on Clover right before she kills him. But for those of you who actually have seen people in very desperate states, unfortunately I have seen that before. When you have absolutely nothing left, when you have absolutely nothing left, you will grab onto anything. Like, it is really sad when people, you know, when you see people who are really like, they've fallen apart, they don't really have anything left, like they feel so desperate and despairing, like you will see them like choose insane things, and like they will hold on to anything they had. So when it said something like Junpei saw her as a holy goddess, it wasn't like he was finding her attractive or anything. It was like he literally had nothing left that the person in front of him was literally all he could comprehend. Fight or flight or fawn or something like that. Maybe? I don't know what that flight or fight or fawn is, but I have talked about, what is it called? What is that thing where you fall in love with your captor? I forgot what it's called. I can't believe I forgot what it's called. But yeah, fear is very similar to fear and desperation. Stockholm, yes. Fear and desperation, I've said this a lot on this stream, but fear and desperation actually have very similar responses in your brain as love, which is why a lot of people develop Stockholm Syndrome, because when you're afraid, your brain responds in the same way as love. So it feels almost like love, which is why people will, care about, not necessarily fall in love, but, they'll create emotions or affections for their captors. It's the same thing here, right? When Junpei's in such a destroyed state, and that's what he's processing. So all he sees, like, okay, I have, so essentially his brain's like, I see this person in front of me, and that's all I can really comprehend. Nothing makes sense. What feeling do I have in my mind? Well, maybe love. And so he's like, okay, Clover, save me from this hell. Yeah, it was not a I love you because you're beautiful. It was I love you because I've gone insane and there's nothing left for me. And that happens more often than you think. You have to be really careful of, not falling victim to tricking yourself into things. Because the brain is a weird thing, right? I suspect, and I'm not sure about this because I don't know enough about evolutionary biology, but I suspect maybe one of the reasons why we have this development in our brain is because, so if we're in a bad state, the brain can compensate by replacing it with good emotions instead of bad emotions. I guess. I don't know. But it makes sense. If you feel terrible emotions and the brain can somehow replace those with good emotions so you don't feel that terrible, it makes sense that you would have that. Yeah, but... or at the very least, that's probably what it... I can guess that that's what it is. One thing I do know about evolutionary biology is that everything about the brain has a purpose. We are advanced enough in the evolutionary stage where most of our functions have purpose. Most of our, organs have purpose. Although we still are in the middle of an evolutionary stage, which was why we have a random pancreas, which doesn't do anything. Wait, not the pancreas, the appendix. Wow, I really don't know my biology. I am so sorry. The pancreas does do something. I am so sorry. For anyone who knows biology out there, please, I am not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. Disclaimer for the Manakyn channel. But seriously, take 10 times the daily dose of vitamins and you'll be like a super buff. Now see, every time you see me eating vitamins on the channel, right? That's me trying to be a muscle man, right? 1 gummy vitamin, you weak. 2 gummy vitamins, you're strong. 3 gummy vitamins? Oh, damn. Oh, you gonna be benching 450. Ugh! The appendix has some function, but it's severely limited. Yeah, but I mean, you don't need the appendix anymore because now you have computers and you do Control F. You don't need to use the appendix to look up anything in the book anymore. I'm sorry. That was a horrible pun joke. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Do you know who else is a muscle man? My mom. Dang. Is she one of them bodybuilders? Dang, boy. Dang, you gonna live up to macho mom. Does she have biceps bigger than your head? Oh, she have biceps bigger than your head? Oh, ooh, nice. Does she have quads the size of tree trunks? I take it you never watched the regular show. I have never watched the regular show. Do I look like a Gen Z? I'm sorry, I don't mean it. The candy I found in your grandpa's plastic bottle. Hit, bro? Wait a second. Was that plastic bottle in a brown bag? Because I don't think that was candy. One of the characters in the regular show is named Muscle Man. Is it a woman? Is Muscle Man a woman? Alright, well, I think I've humored you guys enough. It's my turn to cook. I still have to do more sanitizing because I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but throughout the stream there was this one fly that was just bothering me like crazy. I need to get rid of that crap. And yeah. So, thanks so much for hanging out with me, guys. Tomorrow we'll be playing more 999. Yeah, I was a little bit off schedule, but since we finished what was the name? Oh god, Fire Emblem Three Hopes. We're not starting a new game yet, but I might as well announce the next game. So just for those of you who haven't been on the previous stream, I just want to tell you that the next game we're playing is kind of a cute little game called The Outbound Ghost. And it's supposed to be cute and really fun and silly, and I hope you guys really, I hope you guys really enjoy it with me. It's a kind of an indie game, but I really like these kinds of like silly RPGs, and I haven't played one with you for a while. I feel like Yakuza was a little bit serious of an RPG. That thing hit really hard, so hopefully you guys all join me with, where's Big Jug? It's right here. So I hope you guys all join me for the Outbound Ghost. I'm really looking forward to it, so I hope you guys join it as well. Anyway, I will see you all next time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If you have any questions for me, I'll see you all next time.